Hey guys, this video might be a little bit long because it's been a super crazy week. Alright, so this Sunday I started on freaking, I wanted to exhibit my artwork at an art gallery, so I just went like all in, alright? And just to kind of like set the tone, the reason why I wanted to do this art gallery thing is when I work for those big companies, right? Like the standard is that they pay you 30 days after, so they always pay like, and that's like standard, you know? And like this, so basically I was receiving my check late and I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, why do I always do this to myself? And I felt so helpless and pissed. And I realized, so I made the affirmation, I can have a choice, So I saw this guy on Instagram who was selling his artwork for $100 for a sketch every day. And I was like, dude, that could be me. Like, why not do that? So I was like, okay, I'm going to, there's this art gallery coming up. I decided to enter to kind of like push me, right? So on Monday, so I think on Sunday I did some pieces. On Monday I did a piece, but it wasn't working. So I went to things. So I did like a bunch of work. Anyways, on Wednesday, no, first I did a bunch of practice because I couldn't figure out the technique. I just couldn't figure it out. Like I was doing this new glitter paint technique. I'll just show you guys. Here it is. This is like the glitter paint technique. As you can see, there's like a texture to it. And I was doing like some new figure drawing stuff to figure it out. And it's pretty cool, But, I was kind of experimenting. By Wednesday, I went to buy frames from IKEA. And that night, I started working on my submission for the art gallery. And Thursday, I finished another submission. And Friday, bam, set it up, framed, and took it there. And it was just so quick, I did all my pieces in like 2 days. And it was such a rush. And like I can't believe it was only a week. It felt like 3 weeks. It was like time slowed down. But anyways, and I think I did pretty good. The artwork looks pretty good. You can check out my Instagram at legendbrush. And maybe I'll post it on the Facebook page and stuff too. Oh, on Thursday, right? On Thursday, what was really cool was I had this mixer event in LA, and it was hard because I was rushing the gallery thing at the same time. But I went to like the beach, and I had a great time there. And what was really cool was I bought these postcards to send to some of my friends in Europe, So here are some postcards. This one is going out to my friend Aza from Germany. This one is going out to my friend Ellen from Taiwan. So that's super cool. I was really stoked. I've been really practicing on being generous and more giving and stuff. I did this. Oh, and another thing is for my Instagram, I did this art giveaway thing or art contest where I gave away and you guess a number. And it was really cool to just practice being generous. And that was really cool. But on the other note, I realized I do need to set some boundaries on being generous, okay? And basically, recently there's been this guy who's been messaging me on Facebook Messenger. And it was kind of weird. At first, I wanted to just block him because, he was like, I'm from Nigeria. Can you please help me? Blah, blah, blah. I want to be your friend. And I'm like, is this guy a scam? I don't know. But I was like, okay, I'm trying to help the world. Okay, my goal is to help the world and serve others. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, he's from Africa. I wanted to go help people in Africa. And an African came to my my door. So yeah, of course, I'll help him. Why not, right? And so it was pretty good. But and then he wanted to ask me help for like art and stuff like that. I was like, oh, cool. But then he started asking for money. And he wanted me to wire money to him. And I was like, it's kind of strange. But I was like, well, I'm trying to practice generosity. So yeah, maybe I can wire him like maybe like $5, $10. There's like, I won't miss it. Like, what's the harm in that? But the thing was, his attitude started being really weird. It was kind of like he was like, how can you help me? He would get impatient with me when I didn't reply to him right away. I asked him, like, afterwards I was like, I don't like your attitude. Like, do you think just because I'm an American, I'm supposed to help you because we have more money? And he was like, yes. He just, he felt like it was really entitled, like you are supposed to help me because you have so much money, you are so much richer than I am, so you should give me money. And I was like, dude, fuck you. Like that's like, you know, um, I kind of, it's like even if I were to help him, right, it would only be like that one time. And what I was actually trying to do was like, hey, you can send me your artwork and I can try to help you sell it and, I can send the money back to you or whatever. But I don't think he wanted that. I think he just wanted like money. And I realized what was the reason, okay? Look, it wasn't objective. Everything here is kind of like life is chill. I love myself. All money is happy. It's a statement. But help the world, serve others. He was acting like he was my boss and I was serving him. So that was exactly my goal. And practice generosity. It was practicing. Yeah, it was. It felt like I was like, well, okay. His attitude was like, you're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be giving money. And when I set it as a goal, it was kind of like a check mark. It was like, well, if I wire him $10, then I could just get to check it off my list that, yeah, I helped some dude in Africa. Yeah, donated to charity. Check. But I don't think that's the right attitude. Of course, I wanted to be generous and I actually tried to wire him money on Facebook, but it didn't work because you need a US bank for it. So he was like, well, I prefer Western Union. And it's like, like, and I looked at the website and it was like, you shouldn't wire money to people you just met online. And it just didn't feel right. So I decided not to wire money to him. I was like, hey, but if you want free art lessons, I can do that. Like, yeah. Next.